Hi. Hey there, everyone. Hi. This is Gaming by Gaslight, just doing a quick, short little test to see if my system is up to live streaming. Hey there, everyone. Hi. Oh, God, I can hear myself. By Gaslight, just doing
One second, let me adjust this here. I can actually hear myself coming back in there. There we go, that's better. Okay.
Just getting all the bugs and kinks worked out so I can figure out what I'm doing. Not that I expect to know what I'm doing, but we will see. All right, we're going to play a bit of Dead Cells, so let's jump in. Let's just get into it. We'll treat it like this is a recording, and we'll see if I manage to horribly screw things up. We'll find out. Probably not. Well, maybe. I would not underestimate myself ending up making some kind of horrible mistake. But the key thing, I think... Oh, one. We're actually using Restream.io here, so we're going to Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. I just wanted to see if my system could handle doing that, and so far I think it is. Everything seems to be going well. But what's going on with Dead Cells these days? Well, there's been an update since the last time we played, so... what that has done, mostly, I find, in addition to adding some cool new animations and some changes to the gameplay mechanics, we also have... Oh, we're stunned. Probably should have been paying attention to that. I'm a bit more tense than usual, just because I'm live and I feel like I could be missing something. But hey, we'll see. Also see there's actually someone here, so hello. Welcome to the stream. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I'll be probably doing a number of unannounced tests of this general nature. Just get used to the whole streaming experience. It's actually not that bad so far. Pretty much just like a recording, except if I accidentally say something wildly inappropriate, it will be on camera for everyone to see for all eternity. Yes, fun times. But seriously though, let's focus on the game here. Namely, I've noticed one of the things that's going on right now is the game's actually become a little bit harder, which I think is partially because, like I said, I think I said, is that there's fewer upgrades than before. But on the flip side, kind of balancing that out, and we'll probably see a continued balance back and forth over the next little while, if I had to guess, is, we shall see. Let me pause so I can get my thoughts clarified here. As you can see there, our weapons, our skills, they all have levels associated with them now. So, it's not necessarily important to just get a bunch of strength upgrades. It's also important to make sure that you go ahead and grab yourself at least a better weapon every now and then. Because if you don't grab a better weapon. Yeah. +1 skills, not too bad, but I don't want it right now. +1 strength, I'm actually going to take this. Also, we have a lot of money on hand, mostly because I died in an off-camera run right before I started this stream. And I figure that I've actually been dying a lot more lately in this particular version of the game, so... We'll see. I maybe being live and having that extra pressure of being watched by people will maybe make me play a little bit better. Or worse, we'll see. This is good. This is good. So far as I can tell, my computer is not catching fire, so I think everything here is going to work out. That's really all I want, is for things to work out, everyone have a good time. I'm having a good time. Gotta watch out for these guys, though. Yes, because they will try to get you every single time. I hate the goblins. But, I mean, they're living their life, or unlife as it is. Such as it is, really. Just gonna toss that in there and get rid of them. No. Look out. Yeah, I was getting a little bit extra self-conscious with in these rooms, because I can take damage, no problem. But if we take even a little hit in here, that's the end. That's the end of us. And no one wants that, least of all me. Oh god. No. Don't do it. Okay. Wait, I've got arrows too. I've got arrows too, he says, and then... I was trying to duck, but they may have removed that ability. I remember you used to be able to duck. Wait, can I duck? Oh, I still can, so I must have just... That was a problem on my part. Where I clearly started firing before I gave myself a chance to duck. So we lost out on that. And you know what? We've got the money. Let's buy our second chance Oxbow heart thing here. Or Zord Origer Yigdar Oris Lee Ox. Saves your life once as long as you're not cursed. Always good. It's actually become incredibly valuable these days, as I do have a tendency to die a lot more often. We're also behind schedule. I'm taking a bit too long to get through here. Which means we've probably missed out on the timed chest this time. This run. And by timed chest, I mean the timed room. The timed door, such as it is. That's actually a bit more critical than it used to be, because sometimes that timed door is locking more than just holes behind it. Sometimes it's actually locking an entire section of the game, which can lead to the unfortunate situation where you wind up finding yourself short on not just... I missed it by just 47 seconds. Yeah, like as you can kind of see down there, there's a whole gameplay section. There could be stat upgrades down there. Stat upgrades are especially important now, more than ever, I think. It's like I implied earlier, the amount of stat upgrades you get is considerably lower than it was a few updates ago. And that does lead to the occasional problem where you end up feeling underpowered. Especially if you don't get lucky enough to actually get an upgraded weapon. Like, I feel if you don't get, like, a level 4 or 5 weapon, you are, like, by the time you reach the incomplete one, you're gonna be in for a bad time. Or a ranged weapon. I feel like the incomplete one's actually gotten a bit tankier, a bit more... He does a bit more damage, or at least I feel he does. Like, if you have just 1 or 2 health upgrades, you can basically one-shot you if he hits you, which is a little bit disconcerting. But such is life, and the war against doors continues, even when we're live streaming and falling to our death, apparently. Oh well. That's not the first time I've fallen to my death in a video game, and it won't be the last. Probably not even the most humiliating, for that matter. Or, well, we'll see. We'll see. If I can pull out a win, I will consider this first stream a success. At least that's what I'm going to go with for now. Also, probably actually look over my other monitor for a second, get an idea of how things are running. Oh dear, my elite green arrow. My least favorite of all elite enemies. Actually, because elite enemies are somewhat more annoying than they used to be, because they spawn little mini-me's in order to protect them. Oh god. Oh dear. Have I mentioned yet that I hate brain bats? Because I hate brain bats. They are the worst, the foulest creature spawned from the deepest pits of hell. They are extremely cowardly. They always return, usually in greater numbers than they were previously in. Because the more numbers they have, the more they can anger you. And that's of course what brain bats live off of, is the anger and tears of people like me. Don't believe me? Look it up. Oh god. Yeah. And they're really dangerous in swarms because they just keep attacking you all together like that. Of course, me just kind of flailing around like an idiot is not making things any better. You kind of have to strategically launch your attacks with them, or else they inevitably will crush, kill, and or destroy you. And neither of those things is particularly appealing, quite frankly. Also, I think it was in a previous video I hypothesized that maybe the symbol there on the chest room lets you know what you might get, but I have since come to realize that's not the case at all. That's just, the little tapestry symbol is just the symbol letting you know that, oh god, that there is treasure to be had. Who doesn't like a good bit of treasure? And I see you, secret. It's also very important to keep your eyeballs open for secrets, because since power-ups are rarer than they used to be, it is now extra special importance to make sure you don't miss those when you have the chance, because sometimes those have stat boosts in them as well. Not very often, but often enough. I hate getting skill stat boosts, because even if you boost your skills, like to a 5 or something, like they're never strong enough to, I guess, they're not strong enough to be worth losing out on a potential strength or health upgrade. In my opinion. That's just my opinion. It doesn't matter. Oh, he apparently decided to jump to his death. Don't do that. I make myself look bad enough as it is, Brain Bat, but you do it for me. Yes. I always appreciate it when enemies decide to jump to their death, though. It doesn't always happen, but when it does, it's like I always appreciate it when Brain Bats line up like that, so that I can kill them. Then I throw my opportunity away and die horribly. Let's see here. Well, this has +1 strength. Or we could do bleeding. I think we'll keep our despair weapon. Oh dear. I overshot it. Oh boy. We're having a bit of a rough time here, but I am still fully confident that we are going to win. I skipped going down somewhere, didn't I? But I did. I felt like I had skipped going down a level somewhere, but apparently I did not. And I am just crazy. Which came as a surprise to no one. Least of all myself. No, the heavy crossbow, it's good, but I feel it's probably too slow to be an effective secondary weapon. Like, thinking about using it as a secondary against the incomplete one. I think it's a bit too slow, because I need to be able to move fast, because, like I said, the incomplete one... Wait, where am I going? I already established that I didn't actually miss anything this time around. Sometimes I do. But not in this case. Alright, down we go. Now this is the coolest thing I've taught myself to do. You know, shave like 1 second off your time and beat the elevator. All you need to do is plunge attack, then roll towards the bottom, and then come back into another plunging attack. And there you go. Save yourself all kinds of time. That whole precious 1 second that will, over the course of 1,000 years, save you 1,000 seconds. Assuming you only play 1 game a day. Or 1 game a year, for that matter. Probably more time than that if you play multiple games a day and multiple days a year. Anyway, yes. So we do want to be careful with full incomplete one here. As you can see, doesn't he seem what was that all? He does seem to be a lot tankier than he used to be. I am considerably less strong than I used to be as well. And I may be mistaken, but I think he gets faster as you progress through the fight. Which, generally speaking, not that good for me. And, like, I'm basically doing scratch damage against him, so that is somewhat unfortunate. At least insofar as me surviving is concerned. But, you know what? Let's just roll to one side there. There we go. Let's try getting a couple of shots. There we go. And, yeah, watch out for that. Oh, nice. Nicely done. Nicely done, indeed. And we're out of ammo. Less nice. Much less nice. Okay. Don't get hit, because I'm pretty sure he can still one-hit me at this point. There we go. A little punch, a little stab. Like, we're making no progress on this guy. Oh, let me pause for a second. Hey there. No, you didn't miss too much. We're basically just started. Well, for a certain measure of just started. We have, at the very least, made it to the incomplete one, and I was just kind of rambling on about how there's been a couple of changes since I last played, and that I feel our friend over here is a little bit stronger than he used to be. And part of that is also because I have a weapon that's probably underpowered for this particular phase of the game. That was not a smart play. Oh, he's doing that now. Alright. Okay, wait for it. Wait, I'll just freeze him. There we go. Hey there, friend. There we go. So take your bets on how long it's going to take me to either win or die. Probably, I'm going to say 10 minutes, given the scratch damage we're doing to him. But this is not too much to worry about, because I have to assume that they're going to be constantly balancing and rebalancing at this particular phase of development. And right now, development or the balance has possibly swung in the side of this guy being overpowered. Maybe. Or maybe I just suck. And I missed out on plenty of good items that would have saved us. I don't know why I froze him there. It was not the optimal spot to freeze him. There we go, stun him. See, I've got to save those stun grenades for when he's going to do that shockwave. Because that way I can stop him from doing it. Which in turn will make it that much easier for me to not die. Well, hopefully. Oh boy. I feel like I am making no progress. Like, look how tiny the slivers are. This is why the twin daggers are the best weapon in the game. Because no matter what, they're always guaranteed. Oh dear. Roll out of the way of that. We don't want to get stuck in the corner when our friend is coming out to play. And by that I mean when he's cheesing me with his... You see how slow he jumped? I didn't know that ice... Well, actually, technically, that's not true. Or, what I was going to say is that... Oh, God. Roll... Oh, I had my oxen heart thingy. Yes! Aha! Take it! Okay, okay. We're still getting places. Stunned him. It's got to count for something. There we go. Okay. Alright, just wait it out. Remember, this is not a race. We're doing tiny, insignificant damage to this guy. And he moves incredibly slowly. Alright, he's got his red laser beam of death again. And this. Alright. I wish I could get my arrows back, because they make fighting him considerably easier. Didn't realize being cool could slow down time. Or defy physics, rather. Okay. That scared me a lot. And then a little. And then some of this. And some of that. Oh no. Wait. Stun him. Punch, punch, punch. Get our health back. No, 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 no. Heal up, heal up. Roll out of the way. Roll out of the way. Wait, 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 wait. Hang on there. Oh no, we're out of health. Or, yeah, we are out of health. That's exactly what we're out of. No, 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 no. Ah. Crap. Shucks. Yeah. Now, I'm not sure if that loss... well, I have to take some responsibility for that. Part of that was just me being bad. And part of it was the fact that I was grossly underpowered. Though that's also the first time I've tried going for like a really tanky health build. And I think the lesson we can all get from that is that health builds are for suckers. And that you should always go... Oh, that's... Oh! Well, I took no damage. Good. Cheesing the game mechanics for fun and profit. That is the gaming by Gaslight way. Now, the downside to the blood sword, it is fairly powerful. But it has a tendency to not stun the enemy, so you gotta kind of watch out for that. And the problem, for me at least, is that I have a tendency to just naturally assume that the enemy's gonna get stunned when I'm attacking them, which results in me taking pointless damage. Also, there's a secret up there. Ah, boy. Anyway, but yeah. Also getting really, really excited for the fact that next week... You know what, I don't trust you, Spadeful Sword. Next week, the 10th of May, Dead Cells enters early access for everybody. So, it means the general public will have access to the game. It means that, well, the other big thing is that there'll be a lot more content to play with. Ooh. You know what? I'm not good with the broadsword, so I'm gonna take it so that hopefully we can practice. We can learn, get a little bit better. Plus, also, the broadsword does incredibly good damage. It's not particularly good against the incomplete one, though, because you are a bit too slow. But if we can get a good weapon... Oh, dear. A good weapon in order to... Sort of like a secondary weapon. Something to play with... Oh, these are all amulets. Unfortunately, are of no value to me because I've got this Oxheart thing. I don't know why I keep calling it the Oxheart, because that's not actually its name. Oh, also I see in the comments that there is some agreement that the incomplete one is stronger. Alright, good to know it's not just me. But also, I suppose in fairness, I didn't really pick up many strength up. Wait a minute. I saw a secret there for a second. But I was mistaken. Let's see. Yes. Ah, ramparts. We did miss a possible secret-y area. Let's go look for that. Ah, convenient. The teleporter is right next to where we were. No, someday, Mr. Coffin, I'll be able to use you. In fact, I think to the people who have access to the beta version of the game, the private beta, which you're not supposed to show video footage of, which, you know, if I had it, I wouldn't be able to show it. But I'm told that there is the ability to actually... losing track of my words. You can use those coffins. There's the ability to unlock that. Plus, there's also a sewer level or something, and I think a few other places. I know an area that's going to be coming into play later, based on pictures I have seen from the developers, is some place called the Promenade of the Undead. Pretty ominous sounding, doesn't it? Or isn't it? Doesn't it? My grammar. It's funny. I am very pedantic about grammar when I'm writing. And when I'm speaking, I can barely string two words together. Anyway, I think we will... This is not going to be too long in the stream. I think we're just going to probably go to... Oh, we made it. Yes! Just in time, too. So the closest I've come with one of those time doors was literally just 2 seconds left on the clock. Which I thought was rather impressive. There we go. Do enough damage. But yeah, part of the reason why we died the last time, part of it is probably because the incomplete one is stronger, but part of it is definitely it was not properly equipped for beating it. The question becomes, what is the proper way of beating the incomplete one? I think the big key is to have a really good long-range weapon, because you don't really want to get close to him towards the end of the fight, in my experience anyway, because at the end, around that point, you'll notice that it starts doing that shockwave attack, no matter where you are. And maybe I'm just imagining it, but it doesn't seem to do the shockwave attack if you're next to him in the early phases of the fight. I can see that the game figures that I want a strength build this time, so that's good. But again, like I said a little earlier, I don't think strength is necessarily the most important thing anymore. Well, it was never the most important thing, I guess, but even more so now, perhaps. Because you do kind of need health. And the rarity of upgrades does make things a little bit more strategic, since you have to really pick and choose what you want. Which actually kind of makes me wish that all those stat boosts were just like pick what you want, because that way at the end of the day it becomes your choice. But then again, the reason I say that is mostly because I feel that if you randomly generate a skill boost, then that's basically a wasted upgrade. Volume of the... Oh! Game is too loud. Thanks for letting me know. Was a bit concerned about that. There we go. That. We'll lower it a little bit more just to be extra safe. There we go. Normally I fix that stuff in editing. Of course, I should have seen it coming. Oh dear. Oh dear. They're following me. And the worst thing about brain bats when you're fighting with the broadsword is that they can actually attack you before you get a chance to... It's very slow. Well, I like the idea of the electric whip. Actually, it's a really good weapon because much like the throwing darts, it automatically targets the enemy. So I can just kind of stand here and it'll automatically figure out who to kill without me having to do a thing. It's also very fast, so that works out quite nicely as well. And these might synergize alright, actually. All I need to do is start off with the broadsword in the early phase of the fight, and from there, then we switch over to the lightning whip later. But I generally prefer the force lightning attack. I like to go full Palpatine when I can. You know what, I could go kill that guy, but it's probably not worth our time to have to cross to another building and then climb back down. Oh, thanks. Yes. We are at 4,000 subscribers. That is indeed a momentous occasion for the channel indeed. And just in time for the channel's 1-year anniversary, too. Amazing to think how far we've come in just 1 year, isn't it? Yes. Yes, indeed. Also, I do need to make a mental note to go look over into the... keep looking over at the comment section every now and then, or else I will forget that I could miss out on valuable insight, such as more secrets. As I am willing to bet that I still miss at least one secret every 5 feet that we travel. That's my random estimate. Another mistake I made is I did not bring a glass of water, which is not good when you can feel your throat slowly drying out over the course of your rambles. Yes. But I don't think that'll be too much of a problem for us right now, which is generally a good thing. Actually, it never thought that just occurred to me. You know what? I don't think the weapon you have equipped affects the power of your downward strike. So that alone adds some value back to the weapon damage upgrade. But then again, I don't know if the weapon damage upgrade actually affects your downward strike attack. I have to assume it does. You see, these are things we'll have to experiment with and learn about as we move along. Alright. Oh, and as you can see, did this happen last time? I already forget because I've played a couple of games before starting the stream. But the end of the level is no longer necessarily at the end of the level. Oh no, not Green Arrow. Not him. I mean, he's actually not that bad. Can be somewhat troublesome due to his double arrow attack, which, as you can imagine, I am not overly pleased with. You know what? We actually seem to be fairly lucky with stat upgrades this run. We have 4 strength and 4 health. That, I think, might actually be enough to guarantee us a victory. Well, you know, assuming I do not mess it up, which is entirely possible because we still have quite a ways to go. Yes. Alrighty then. Incidentally, just for thoughts, what other games might you be interested in seeing me stream in the future? Probably gonna stream more Dead Cells and another kind of just random test stream. Well, actually, not so random. I'm probably going to do a bit of streaming on the 10th, because that's when Dead Cells enters early access, and we can all explore it together. It would be most entertaining indeed, unless I have something going on that day, but I don't think I will. Probably. Let's see, electric whip, broadsword, or bloodsword. We'll leave the bloodsword behind, though it did say that it poisons the victim, did it not? And combining poison with bleeding would actually be rather valuable, but I like the setup we've got going for us so far, so I'm not gonna mess with a good thing. Oh right, Green Arrow's back here somewhere, isn't he? I might have jumped a bit too far back. I mean, oh yeah, I jumped way too far back. Oh well. I mean, we might as well give it a try. We have full healing potions here, and we have all of our health, so that's a never good thing. Yeah, I definitely overshot that one. Alright, where are you? Okay. Alright, I'll just, yeah, I'll lock you in place. For a moment. Oh dear. Okay, stun you. Smash you. Then we'll, kinda... Oh dear. That was less than ideal. Why did I jump to the other side? You will notice that these elite guys are a little bit less powerful than they used to be. No, I want to go down. And, here we are. So that wasn't so hard, actually. We did quite alright for ourselves. We beat Green Arrow, and life is, well, ever well indeed. There we are, shaved like 1 second off. Just 1 second. But 1 second is all it takes, sometimes. Alright, 48 cells. Obviously, we're going to continue down the path of Palpatine here. Delightful. Extra 10% damage onto any level of the sword that we pick up, or lightning, whatever, since that's what we're playing with right now. Alright, here we go. I think we will swap our sword around for now. And we'll go with the heavy weapons for the initial attack, and then once we get into the danger zone in the last leg of the fight, we can use our electric whip and hopefully get some success. Aha, you can't turn around. Oh dear. But I bet this guy can still one-shot me. Like, I'm not... Like, we may have four health upgrades. But do not think for a second that means that you are safe. Then again, when are you ever safe, really? Now, roll past that, do some of this, some of the stab. Whoa! Oh. I can't believe I actually avoided that. There we go. Punch you, roll out of the way. Do this. So, yeah, the lightning whip definitely only does scratch damage. But then again, even this sword feels like it's only doing scratch damage. So I am kind of wondering if maybe the balance between damage and the boss man here is a little bit too far in the direction of needlessly difficult. But we will let time judge that one. Oh dear. Another thing I gotta keep remembering is that I can just... Every time he's gonna do that wave attack, I just need to drop my stun grenade, and that'll take care of that. Alright, he's got his shields up again. But then again, no, this broadsword is definitely the MVP of this game. I'm gonna roll away just for safety. I thought I saw him landing something. Oh, nope, not today. I feel like I'm playing a little fast and loose here with my life. But then again, why not? In fact, wait, have we taken any damage? We've taken no damage from this guy, haven't we? But don't get too cocky, because that is exactly what he wants. He is expecting me to get cocky. It is at that point that we will lose the game. I'm gonna roll out of the way there. There we go. Oh dear. My poor heart. Come on. Come on, you. Alright, you're in the middle of the game now. By middle of the game, I mean middle of the arena. Alright, we're getting there. Roll out of the way. Get a little bit of that. Oh dear. Okay. Stun him. Stun him for... No. Okay. Heal up. Yeah. Okay. Okay. See, that's why you don't get cocky. Because all it takes is one bad move on my part. And down you go. Oh dear. And wait for it, and heal up. Okay, now is where we get very... That was kind of silly of me. Alright, now we play cautiously. Okay. I don't have quite the range I would like in order to pull off what I'm trying to do here. But, whoop. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. Just, don't give in now. Okay, stun him, lock him in place, roll out of the way, punch him, and he's dead. Okay. Okay. That was a bit closer than I would care to admit. But we did it. Success. Oh, you know what I also forgot to comment on? Is that this is now called Fjord Fog. And this is not the Bridge of the Condemned anymore, but it's the bridge, or the Black Bridge. Which kind of makes sense. It appears to be sort of black. And there's also black sails back there, probably. But a quick kind of, like, conspiracy theory moment here. Do you think there is anything behind these torches? Because I notice that every time I play, there is a different number of torches lit up. It could just be a random thing, but I'm almost wondering if it's indicating that maybe there are secrets that I have missed over the course of a particular run. And either you want to do something to light all the torches or something to extinguish all the torches. I'm not entirely sure. Or then again, maybe it also has something to do with my stats. I don't know. I'll have to keep my eyeballs on that one just to see. Alright. Also, we can now turn in our cells once we've beaten the old boss man here, which is pretty nice. Not too many, but progress, and that's what matters. Oh boy. The heart is beaten on that one. But you see, that's why it's important to play with different weapons, because otherwise you get a little bit too reliant on just one weapon. And for me, that one weapon is the twin daggers, which, as I think I said earlier, I feel the twin daggers are a bit of a newbie trap, because you'll notice that you don't actually have an option to upgrade them in the store. That might be intentional, as in, like, it's just not been implemented yet, or it might be intentional in the sense that it's a weapon that you're not supposed to upgrade, sort of like the rusty sword you start the game with. Alright, congratulations, we have won. And this is where I get real conspiracy theory-like, because have you unlocked and explored all the side levels? It's hinting at something there. No, I mean, maybe I'm just conspiracy theorizing there, but I feel like there's something up there. Possibly, maybe. Also, we'll play one more game, but before I do that, I should go check out on my other tab here. Alright, good. Nothing missed over there. Excellent. Back into the game. One more round. Alrighty then. Yes. Just get past our dropping to our death moment. And by dropping to our death, I mean dropping to our nuke corpse. You ever wonder what we are exactly? Because we seem to be like a mass of rotting flesh or something that just drips down the pipe and then crawls its way into the torso, headless torso of that, for that matter, of some dead adventurer. Or prisoner, because, I mean, the starting level is called the prisoner cell. Then again, maybe we're not the prisoner. Maybe that giant skeleton that you encounter is the prisoner. These are the questions. I also feel, to a certain extent, that maybe I should use my bows a bit more often. Because they're useful weapons. I was sure I was going to take an arrow to the face there. I'm rather glad we missed that. Alright. Yes, so this is basically a completely fresh run, at least as far as our money is concerned. So we're actually going to have to be a bit more strategic with that. Because I find, sometimes when you start a run, there are a number of gold-locked doors. And those doors have... Ooh. You know what, let's play with the blood sword this time. It's also a blood sword level 2, so right off the bat, it doesn't do as much damage. Let's play around with that for a while, just in case. Yeah, it does less damage, but it's faster. And I feel I'm not that great with the blood sword, so we're gonna give that a try. And I think compared to what I did in the past, we're actually gonna aim a lot more towards balancing our health and our strength. We'll try to, every time we upgrade our strength, our next one will be to upgrade our health. Because the incomplete one, he's pretty tough. You know what? Let's just do this right now. Right off the top of it. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? So aside from dying horribly. There we go. And we'll freeze these guys. Not so bad. And stabby action there. Freeze them all. Stab them up. And take you down as well. Oh dear. No. Oh! Okay. I thought for sure I'd screwed that one up completely. And up we go. Down we go. Kill him. Then around again. Freeze that. Stab you. Jump up. Jump down. Jump around. And at some point... There we go. Alright, we've got plenty of time. We're in no real rush here. Though there is an interesting trade-off where if you do in fact go for this, then there is a chance... Oh dear. Nope. And I knew it, but I went for it anyway. I stretched myself a bit too much. No, that's just a level 1 sword, so we don't want it. No, one of these days I'm gonna beat that challenge room. Well, I find those challenge rooms have an interesting way of kind of going back and forth when it comes to difficulty. They sort of, one update, they feel a little bit too hard for my meager skills. And then, next time they end up being, yeah, too hard, then too easy. I imagine it's pretty tough to balance that, but in terms of too hard, it's too hard because I'm just not that good. We'll get there. Someday. Someday. Yes. Alright. For now, I mean, we're not doing that bad. We've got a good balance. Strength and health, which is good. And we just need to watch ourselves, really. Because that incomplete one is always waiting for me to screw up. But I shall not give him that satisfaction. Ah, look, you can just see it hiding right there, the ossuary. We can't get there. Not yet. But we know it exists. It'd be kind of funny if we figured out a way to cheese the game and actually get in there. I wonder if it would actually take us anywhere. Because theoretically it's... well, no, maybe it wouldn't go anywhere. I wonder, though. I mean, it's entirely possible it's been accessible this whole time. It's just, like, really cleverly hidden. A lightning bolt on the electric coffin. I have. That's a good thought, but it, alas, does not work. At least not as far as I know, unless it works differently in the beta build of the game. Which I don't think is the case, but it could be. Ooh, electric whip free. And biters will crawl from our victims. You know what? No, we'll leave that alone. In fact, I think... I've been reading about it, so I'm really curious about that purple coffin thing. I think in the beta build of the game, you have access to another level, or a couple of different levels, and in one of those, you unlock the ability to open the coffin, or activate the coffin. We'll find out for sure on the 10th, though. Oh no, I missed it. I was just a bit too slow. Because, like I said, you end up in a bit of a trade-off if you choose to do those challenge rooms. Because if you do, it seems like you're likely to not have enough time to make it to the time door in the next level. So, I mean, I guess that's a fair trade-off. Assuming, of course, that the chest is... like, the reward you get in it is worth it. Which, sometimes it is. Sometimes it's not. In fact, I suspect you unlock whatever opens that coffin by, beating an elite enemy, presumably in one of the levels. Because I know that's how we got the Vine Room, is by beating, wasn't it like, it was a randomly generated monster, but it was an elite, might have been an elite magic Mike there. At least that's my assumption. I actually forget. It's on one of my earlier episodes. But I assume it works something like that. But still very much to learn. Very much to learn indeed. We're also acquiring a pretty penny, which is good. I do enjoy pennies. And at some point, these pennies will hopefully... I don't know why I walked into that, but I did. At some point, those pennies will add up to be something very valuable. First of many brain bats to meet its end at my bloody sword. Well, at least for this run, anyway. Or wait, is that the first brain? I'm sure we've already killed brain bats. I'm obsessed with brain bats at this point. They drive me mad. Apparently the game is telling me that we are going to want a lot of strength here this time. I wonder if anything influences what power-ups you get. I imagine the answer is no, like there's not like a direct influence or anything, but it would be interesting. And then that would add yet another layer of intrigue in order to figure out how to get exactly what you want. Don't do it. There you go. You see how the brain bats just taunt me? They just dance just outside of my range. Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't like you, brain bats. I do not like you at all. I wish I had a magnet grenade. Maybe we'll find one later. Because those are actually pretty good at, oh dear. Pretty good at taking out the brain bats, because it sucks them in. And of course, if we had access to the Crushinator, as I call it, its official name is just the Crushinator. If we had access to the Crushinator, we would be able... Come on, get out of there. Yes, we would be able to suck them in with the magnet grenade, and then deliver the killing blow with the Crusher. In fact, that's probably like the strongest synergy in the entire game. I'll send the elevator down for now. We still have treasure to find. And given how tough the incomplete one is right now, we can definitely use every scrap of advantage that we can get for ourselves. Especially if it is in the form of better weapons. Though I'm also noticing, it may just be me, but the lightning bolt seems to be considerably less common than it used to be. I'm not sure if that's because I've upgraded it, or if it's just that it's been made rarer. Considering how powerful it is, I could understand if they did that. It would be a very sensible balance decision. But then again, the downside of the lightning bolt is that you will inevitably kill yourself using it if you don't balance it carefully. And if I am any evidence, then oh, I despise you, brain bat. Everything you stand for. There we go. What do you do? You know what? I like the combination we had last time, going with the flashbang and ivy grenade. I'm sure I rolled past you. You didn't want to acknowledge my roll. Actually, it's probably because I stopped rolling just a little bit too soon. Which happens. And you heard that thump in the background. That was Ace. He apparently... See, there are freshly baked cookies sitting on my counter upstairs, and if I were to leave him alone with them, I would come upstairs later thinking to myself, hey, you know what would be a good way to wrap up... No. Good way to wrap up this stream? A glass of milk and cookies. And then I'd come up and be like, hey, where'd all the cookies go? And Ace would be just staring there at me, saying, oh, who, me? I didn't do anything. He has a very innocent look about him. And yet, he's a master of mischief. You know what? Yeah, let's buy a stronger grenade. I hope I don't run into a merchant now who's selling health upgrades. Lightning bolt yourself to death by an electric coffin. That is something I would figure out how to do. Even if it's not a mechanic in the game, I would somehow make that happen. Just you wait. It's gonna happen. Someday. Someday indeed. Alrighty then. Oh, there is another magic mic up here. There's also a secret. And we have a nice amount of money, so we might be able to buy ourselves an upgrade. Treat ourselves to something special. Or so I hope. Is anyone surprised by that? I'm not particularly surprised. Oh boy. Make a drinking game out of all the crazy stuff that I do. Probably not a safe game to play, though. Frankly, you'd probably get liver poisoning. Hang on there, Ace. Alright, he's apparently telling me that I should wrap this up, so... if he's willing to wait just a few more minutes, we'll complete this run. We'll unlock some more super cool abilities. And then... I guess I'll just take a break, and then we'll get today's videos live. Which actually is coming up sooner than I may think. Mysteries of the game are fun. Yes, I am feeling quite impatient myself. So soon though. It's gonna be soon. Not much longer to wait. Not too much longer indeed. Alright, down we go. Roll it and then smash. You know what? There's also probably a secret down, like, you'll notice at the end of the elevator there seemed to be like a giant room. What do you want to bet there's actually something down there? And maybe there's not, like, maybe nothing that we ourselves can actually ever access. But, you never know. It could end up being the case. But of course, what kind of secret would be down there? Secret boss fight? That would be an interesting question. Alrighty then. Now, this is why I like infinite arrows. The fact is that I can do this. There we go. I mean, it's still, at the end of the day, just scratch damage, but... There we go. I kind of feel bad for this guy. And here he is. He's just living his life. Let's roll out of the way. And we'll just go all the way to the other side of the map. Okay, he has gotten wise to my clever tricks. Alright. And then kind of just give him... Now that's really useful. I like stacking all of that bleed. I mean, I don't think it's doing that much. Was I at full health? I feel like I was at full health. Man, that's oh boy. Let's see. Why do you have new things to unlock? Were you not finished unlocking stuff in the demo? Recently they have updated the demo such as it is. And there are, not only do you unlock stuff now, but you can also unlock upgrades to stuff. Like, for instance, this level 1 broadsword, I've unlocked, like, the first extra level of damage on it, so now it has, like, a built-in +5. And every other level up that gets that extra +5 in there, and if I get it to level 2, it'll have, like, a +10 in there, and so on and so forth. Yes. Also, as we can see here, there's actually a number of things to unlock, and you weren't all that good. How do you even know? You just hang out here in a corner all day, Mushroom Man. Anyway, but yes, we have all these cool little things here, and I imagine there will be more dangly things down here to show us all the stuff we've got, but let's see. There's so far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There are 20 items that we ourselves do not have access to as of yet. Shucks. But yeah, also, I guess, detailing something that I was talking about earlier. Maybe this place is called the prisoner's cell because this giant here, who appears to be wearing a crown, yeah, there's like waste matter falling on me. Maybe he was the prisoner, and obviously we got our head chopped off. And I suppose let's wrap this stream up by kind of thinking about the story aspect here. I mean, like, we come into the world as like a blob dropping from the waste pipe there, and we crawl into this headless torso. So who was this headless torso guy? Oh, thank you, because... Yes. Alrighty then. But yeah, like, what is the story, do you figure? Why are we dead? Also, just a secret area there. I feel like because there's a secret area here, there is a secret area in every level that I've missed. kind of wonder to yourself, like, what is going on here? Like, this is dropping waste, but it looks like a fancy alchemist tube of some kind. Sort of. And it's made of glass. And clearly, we were executed here at some point. There is a dead giant who's just hanging out here. There is a mushroom man hanging out in the corner over there. There's all these doohickeys hanging from the ceiling. And I think in the beta build, apparently somewhere around here there's access to the sewers. So May the 10th we'll get to see what's up with that for ourselves. And I look forward to when we'll actually get access to new branching stuff. Oh, what's this? Or he was the guard. That could be. It really makes you wonder. I can't wait for the game, like, for when it's finished and we can really see some of the story. I imagine this is going to be a game where most of the story is going to be implied rather than outright told to us, which is always fun. But I do look forward to getting more lore tidbits, because I think we've exhausted just about all the possible story elements that are available for now. So, yeah, May the 10th. We'll do a live stream then. We'll probably also, maybe we'll start with a completely fresh run, or maybe we'll kind of go back and forth between them. We'll start the stream with this guy, and then we'll switch over to a fresh build and kind of see how the game plays out that way. I'm sorry, but that's got to do it for now. Ace needs out, and he'll get very, very cross at me if I ignore him for much longer. He gets very mischievous when you ignore him. But anyway, alright. So, it seems like everything has worked out pretty well so far. I mean, my computer has not caught fire. I don't think I made a complete fool of myself. We got one win in, and 1 win out of 3 is not bad. So I'll count that as a win. And overall, yeah, I think things went well. I'm gonna probably do a bit of tweaking and stuff. I'm thinking of putting together like a very basic, like cheap overlay sort of thing, maybe. But I'm kind of cautious about that because I want, if I do make an overlay, I want to make sure that it's not really interfering with the gameplay. A face reveal of Ace, huh? I'll have to see if he'd be willing to sit still for that. We'll see about that in the future. I mean, he's very sociable. He'd probably do a better job of hosting than me, so we shall see. But for now, that is going to do it for this particular run. Do an epic ending. Oh, I don't think I could do that. I could make weird noises, trust me, but I think we'll go with a somewhat understated end. So I think, to wrap things up, we will just say thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you all when we do this next time, probably on the 10th. Probably on the 10th. We'll do a little bit of a Dead Cell stream, maybe some other stuff, just to kind of play around with that. And until then, thank you all for watching once more, and I will see you all next time. If I can escape, actually. My mouse has disappeared. And oh no, my mouse disappeared. I can't escape. I can't end the stream. 1 second. There we go. It didn't want me to leave. Apparently my computer doesn't want it to end, but see you guys next time.